Welcome guys, I'm HOJ, and in today's video we're going to be doing a best of one standard event with Boros Mobilize. This is a deck I've been working on for most of the past month and did go in the top 250 with. I have made a couple changes here to the list. First of all, in the description you're going to find the playlist for this deck, all of my other decks, and all the links for the deck list and the win rate statistics. In addition, there's a link for my other channel where I'm a writer of science fiction and fantasy, and there's also a link if you'd like to subscribe. So first, we're going to go over kind of the deck updates, then we'll do the games, and lastly, just kind of the wrap up and stats. So since the most recent video, I added the 23rd land. If you want to kind of find like the deep dive of this deck, check the playlist where I go over kind of each card individually. But most recently, I just cut one copy of Boros Charm, which I do really like in this deck, for the 23rd land. And I just added a 4th copy of Sunbillow Verge. This way we have, I believe, access to 16 red sources on turn 1 and 17 white sources on turn 1. And then on turn 2, it goes up to like 20 white sources and potentially 19 red sources. So there's just a lot of need for extra mana in this deck. Both Descendant of Storms and Stadium Headliner are pretty mana hungry. They both have activated abilities which are fairly expensive, or triggered abilities. And additionally, Burst Lightning, if we want to go deep and pay the kicker cost, we do need to have access to 5 mana. It's not always relevant, but it can be nice. In addition, Dalkovan Encampment requires 4 land in total to use, which is a nice kind of way to push the final couple points of damage in. And then also on turn 4, it's really nice to have access to 4 mana ready to go on turn 4. Whether we want to like play a Neighborhood Guardian and then use Frontline Rush kind of as a trick to pump something, or if we need to like double Helix, or maybe like do a Frontline Rush to buff something up, and then Boros Charm to double strike. It's just nice to have access to 4 mana as soon as possible. So that's the reason for the change, and let's go ahead and hop into the event. I've really enjoyed playing this deck over the past couple weeks, and I am looking to kind of branch out to kind of do different kinds of decks also in best of one standard events, which I really like showing you guys. I don't have all the rares for everything yet, but I'm working towards them, so I'm hoping to kind of expand and show you some of the other archetype decks that you're going to see in the metagame. All right, opening hand looks great. We've got a 1-drop, 2-drop, and 3-drop. And yeah, all the mana that we need. Start out with a Sunbillow Verge for Descendant. Okay, could be mono black, could be potentially Dimir, most likely mono black with the natural swamp. Let's get the starting town into play, just so we can kind of get, in case we draw other, like, enters tapped if we have, like, 3 or fewer land. And then I don't think I'm going to just use the pump here. I think I want to set up for Guardian. So let's go ahead and attack. So it could be like a, just removal on their turn. Kind of interesting not waiting, but we'll take it. Warleader's Call is nice, but we don't want to get too low on creatures. They also have some removal in here, which makes us choose a creature to get rid of. So I am kind of tempted, because we're up against mono black and they have a lot of removal, to just use Descendant here in lieu of playing a Guardian. I know it's not as strong of a play, but I think it helps play around if they have tons of removal. Gives us a little bit of insurance if they have, and we can keep doing that. We could go like Guardian into create a creature. That's certainly a fine play. Evangelist is kind of nice. I think I like Guardian into creature though. We're able to hold up Boros Charm in case they've got some sort of weird nonsense. And the nice thing here is making a token, we can use this, and we'll just buff the token just so we kind of spread out our threats in case they want to kill the Descendant. Okay, not familiar with this. Okay, they're probably setting up for a huge kill all our stuff next turn. So I think we probably just want to make another guy this turn and then just use Boros Charm to keep everything alive. Unless we just kill them if we play Warleader's Call. I think we might actually just kill them. So this is going to be 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's it. That'll work. All right, 1-0. Yeah, and I really kind of built this deck to try to be able to goldfish for like a turn 4 kill with either no interaction or just like minor interaction, just like we were able to do there. The nice thing about best of one standard events, and I know I've said this before, but the break-even point is going 3 wins and 3 losses. So hopefully that's not too hard to do. If we go 7 wins, then we can essentially 4x our return. And my plan is to kind of save enough gems to be able to do the mastery pass and get a bunch of stuff back. All right, let's start with, I think we want to go Multiversal Passage here. We're going to need it anyways for the encampment. Actually, never mind. We should start with starting town just so we can produce white mana. Yeah, I think that's the play. Okay, artifacts. This is a difficult match, especially if they have Star Cage on 3. I don't love walking into it. Kind of want to just like use Descendant to make a token. It's a little bit slow, but we can hold as much burn as possible to try to burn them out. We are on a very fast clock because they can end the game extremely quickly. So I think could also just start burning. Okay, let's go ahead and make this a mountain. If we start burning them, I think we need to start burning actually and not worry about the 1/1. Looks like we have a lot of burn to unload here. Admittedly, we can only do so much on the board, so like maybe we were supposed to make the 1/1 there. I'm not 100%. Okay, they got the repurposing base, so they have access to Star Cage as soon as next turn. All right, let's start burning. Okay. Yeah, and now, like the thing is, if we don't make another Descendant, we I guess like we incentivize them to board wipe. Try to get the maximum use of our mana here, but otherwise they just go synthesizer and then they can start making tokens. Let's see, if we just attack, if we go to 12, end of the turn go to 8. If they don't kill this, then we can kill them next turn. So maybe that's the play. And then we don't play second Descendant of Storms because we don't need it. Yeah, I think that's... And then if they go for Star Cage... So if they go for Star Cage on their turn, they drop to 8. We then play our Descendant on our turn and then have Helix ready. So yeah, I think we hold Descendant here because we do need to hit them for 2 more. They might just go for like Perilous Snare. They're probably just going to go for the Synthesizer here, just because we're not putting up too much threat on the board. Yeah, there's the Synthesizer. Hopefully they don't know how much burn we have in our hand. They have the thing that goes and finds planes. It's awkward because then they gain 2 life. Okay, they have spring-loaded blades. We need to draw into burn. We're not saving this. The damage is too valuable. Like, we could save it, but we'd rather have 4 just go to face. This way, if we draw... Okay, we want to hide Encampment so they don't know about it. We'll play out Descendant. And then do Helix, end of turn. Maybe if they like play like a 3-mana artifact and like think they have a blocker, we won't be able to get past. Problem is we don't have enough mana to do both Helixes, so we might have to like delay a turn. Okay, they got Star Cage anyways. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna have to burn them out here. Problem is they might be able to just kill us next turn. I wonder if we were supposed to like not play the guy and just double Helix this turn instead. That might have been correct. Now we need to draw another piece of burn to win. It's not gonna do it. I guess we can. No, we can't even block because they've got Braided Net. All right, we don't have to know that we have this last Helix. So they tap our guy down. They can hit us for 21 though. Just a little bit short. That's close. Trying to think if we'd played it differently, if it would have mattered. Because now they just go and find the thing that gives all their stuff haste. And they swing for 24. We needed one more turn. Yep, there it is. One and one. Maybe we just like play hyper aggressive and try to bait out this Dark Cage sooner so they don't get Synthesizer going. That might have been correct. Could have bought us maybe one more turn. Okay, hand looks good. We've got stuff to do on turns 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, let's start with Mountain here. Ooh, I'm not familiar with this deck. Heartflame Immolator. Okay. Cool. We've got Starting Town. We could go for Foundry. Question is, like, are we going to need to play Foundry by 4 anyways? I don't know. Trying to decide if we want to play Starting Town here or Foundry. I think we're going to want to have access to 4 mana on 4. So I think we do the Foundry now. Not sure if that's correct. All right, and then we're just going to set up. Double Immolator. Interesting. I think we just set up again and then attack the turn after when everything has 2 power. If they kill our Evangelist, we can set up another one. Probably sack and kill our Evangelist, I guess. I would assume. Sure. Yeah. That's just fine. Can we kill them? So if we Dalkovan next turn, we're pushing, because of Evangelist, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 2 points short. If they drop us to 8, they might be able to burn us out. Maybe we block one with a bat and then just do another turn of setup. Yeah, because dropping to 8, like if they have like double, they could have like double Boros Charm to just get us. Or like Boros Charm plus like Helix. I think we don't drop to 8 here. Because like we almost had the kill. Like if we could have killed them, obviously we just killed them. But so now I think we push. We could try to like kill one of their guys. I think we just want an Evangelist here. So in this case, we're gonna. Oh, you know what? If we rushed, we might have. I think I maybe missed lethal, because if we had rushed instead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we had 18 exactly. I just didn't see it. crap. All right, miss lethal. Here, I think let's just get in with... I don't think they can kill us off of hitting with just one. Maybe we leave one of these back just to be safe and just set up. So we block 2. They have like... If they have like Helix and Boros Charm, maybe we need to have a 3rd blocker back. Yeah, I think so. Just to be super safe. We had it, I just couldn't count it up. Okay, that changes the math. Yeah, I missed lethal. Oh, that sucks. Why'd he just throw in the game on that? All right. Now we want to kill Challenger, get back our Evangelist. So we need 4 mana for that, which is going to be all of our mana. So I think we get in, do that, hopefully don't die to burn in hand. It's possible we just die to burn in hand, but I think that's better than just us swinging because we can't do lethal. We have 2, 4, 6. Yeah, not enough. Even if we played these 2, we could get up to 11, I think. Okay, now hopefully we can survive. If they have enough burn, we're just dead, unfortunately. Like Shock plus Helix will do it. That is a nice draw for us. Okay, they could still have like land plus Shock, so we should be a little careful here. If we block here, I think they're certainly dead next turn. So we just make sure to not let that through. Okay, yeah. And now we can just Evangelist plus Frontline Rush to get there. Actually, if we Dalkovan Encampment, let's see, 3. If we do it this way, we have +4/+4. Doesn't kill them, unfortunately. If we encampment 3, 6, 9, 12, they go to 1. All right, so they don't die. Have to have another turn of setup. If they let it through, they certainly die. Okay, so that'll do it. So yeah, we could have had the win a couple turns ago, but I didn't see it. All right, 2 and 1, quick break. All right, 2 and 1. Okay, opening hand looks good. We need probably 1 more mana to get going, but we have some stuff to do. No 1-drop, no 3rd land. We've got all our colors and stuff to do on turn 2. Got at least 1 piece of removal, which is nice. I think we're on the draw. All right, looks like it might be Is It? Or I suppose there's a number of decks it could be. Let's play Foundry. Still no 3rd land. Could be like 4 color, could be Jeskai. Basic Mountain makes me think it's Is It? I don't think they have Counterspell, but they do have Bounce and Burn. So I think we probably want to try to get 2 creatures this turn, so I think we just go for Frontline Rush, end of turn. Okay, never mind, it's Jeskai. Could still be 4 color control. So they were probably... Yeah. I guess I don't know what they have for just red and blue, so maybe they were just like bluffing, didn't have anything. Okay, still need a 3rd land. Let's just push. And then do another end of turn Frontline Rush. Could also Descendant here and like hold up Burst Lightning. I don't think they play a lot of creatures except like that 5-drop, so I think we just let it ride. Okay, Helixing Face. Yeah, I think they're the Jeskai for sure. They're trying to set up their yard so they can have the dragon pick something up and do it again. I think we just want to build our board here because they ideally want to play dragon next turn. So I suppose they could wait and go like board wipe instead. So we could also Helix here. I think I want to have a bigger board. The only thing is this will allow us to push through dragon, which I like. So actually maybe we Helix here, keep our life total a little higher. So I think this is better for killing dragon than Helix. We could do another end of turn Frontline Rush, but I think they're going to play dragon next turn based on how they've played so far. So I think I probably go for like 1 Descendant Burst Lightning and sort of like hedge a little bit, so we don't just like fully put everything out there. We could also do like Neighborhood Guardian, but I feel a little better hedging with Descendant here. If they want to counter it, that's fine. Okay, they're just, yeah, they're really setting up for face. I think they're just going to try to ignore our board. Man, do we need Descendant to try to like win if they just play dragon next turn? So if they just play dragon, they get us down to 12. We'll need Frontline Rush to push through. They're at 19. I don't know. I mean, they could have like Ultima. They could just get us. Man, this is tough. I don't know. I think I'm gonna hedge here with Burst Lightning. Do they have dragon? No dragon. Okay. I think we still go Lightning. Just because we're so tight on mana. Man, 23 land. That does not feel like we have 23 land in this deck. So they didn't play Dragon on 5. Maybe they're just trying to bait for Ultima. So I think we just hold Frontline Rush and just push. And we don't use Descendant. Just so we have a board. Like post-Ultima. Trying to force the board wipe. Or they're just going for Jeskai. Oh yeah, I forgot they could just go for like Jeskai Revelation too. It's pretty good. Yeah, they don't care about our Descendant. That's fine. Now we're in trouble because they have their 1 mana off Jeskai Revelation. So I think we gotta Frontline Rush here, even if it sucks. Okay, finally hit 3rd land. Now we can Guardian plus Descendant. Like, Jeskai Rev is so bad for us. I think we push and like lose the Descendant and push 2 damage here. Probably. Get them to 11. Maybe we wait. Problem is they can kill us like in 2 turns. So I think we have to push through this. So maybe we're supposed to double spell here and go for Guardian. Yeah, I think we're going to double spell. Guardian plus Descendant. Pump on a token and push. They can drop us to 7 down to 3 if they have Jeskai Rev here. They need the extra land. Ooh, they have a tap land. That is so good for us. Okay, so they have it next turn, 100%. They can't kill us unless they have more. If they have like Inevitable Defeat in hand, they can set up the kill. So what's our best play here? If we go Warleader's Call and they don't have... Oh, you know what they can do? They can just counter and make a copy of Meringue and just blow us out. That sucks. So I guess we go for Sanguine Evangelist. Maybe we're supposed to attack first, make them make the counter without... Like, it's so bad if we attack them, they have it. I think I need to play this first to check for the counter. Okay, so they don't have it. Let's try to spread out the damage. Inevitable Defeat, sure. Okay. Let's make this one the biggest juicy target. Yeah, now we're at 10. So if they have Jeskai Rev in hand, we're just dead. Although, actually, they Jeskai Rev, they bounce the bat, shoot us for 4, swing for... Okay, they didn't have it. Man, this game twists within twists. So, Warleader's Call... I guess if they have nothing, that's pretty good. We could also like Descendant plus make a guy. Or we could just Evangelist. I think we just Evangelist again, right? Because like, if they have the counter and we push, we're pushing 5. Yeah, I think we just go for it. If they drew Counterspell, it's so awkward. Okay, they have Jeskai Rev. They did have Jeskai Rev. Surprised they didn't kill us last turn, because they could have just killed us. I guess they didn't see it. Yeah, we're kind of dead now. Even though they missed lethal last turn, like we're still in so much trouble with Jeskai Rev. I keep forgetting that like this match is like a 7-turn clock. Maybe 8-turn if they have tap land. Okay. I guess they're just going to do it again. Man, this is... we're in such bad shape. Yeah, I'm just going to Evangelist again. Hope for it. Maybe we're supposed to Descendant first to see if we can bait the counter. Yeah, they had Jeskai Rev again. That's so good. Alright. Do they have another one? Not that it matters. Okay, certainly blocking. Evangelist for the third time. Do they have more counters? Yeah, it's kind of like a hard lock. Okay, now we are super dead. Oh my god. Okay, that'll do it. All right, 2-2. Yeah, I think I played a little bit too soft. We just have to race. You just have to basically you just have to assume they don't have board wipe and just go full out once you know it's Jeskai. All right, this hand is interesting. Certainly keeping. Ooh. Red-white life gain? Interesting. Normally it's black-white or mono-white. I think we hold the Burst Lightning here. We have to assume they have Primate or whatever. No, it's tokens. Tokens plus Sanctifier. Sure. I guess we kill Sanctifier. Man, I haven't seen this deck in a minute. All right. I think we just go for Frontline Rush to make some tokens, just to be mana efficient. Cosmogrand, okay. That makes more sense now. Card is definitely a problem. If they attack, we don't want to trade because we want to have tokens to try to kill this Cosmogrand thingy. So we'll take it. All right. I think we're just gonna play Stadium Headliner and run it back. Actually, let's attack. See if they fall for it. Come on, you wanna block, you wanna block. No, you don't. Okay. Okay, here come a bunch of tokens. We can keep it alive. We need to draw another creature next turn, but then we can use that to kill. So they're making tokens, so I think the play here is we give it +3/+3. Now we hope to draw a creature that costs 2 mana or less so that we can kill it on our turn. Okay, there we go. That'll do it. All right, so let's play this tapped. play Headliner, attack with Headliner, and kill Cosmic Rand. Whew, that feels good. Like we're not out of the woods, but killing that thing was super big game. Talent is nasty. Ooh, we are fighting some hardcore value here. This is a tough match. I think we want to keep our tokens around. Because like we get Warleaders, I mean I suppose they can buff their tokens too, so maybe we are supposed to trade. If they have another Cosmic Rand, it's a problem. Maybe we trade for one so that we can then use like Dalkovan to push a little bit more and not like necessarily like waste our Headliner. But then they just block with Sanctifier. I think we're supposed to trade here. Okay, Descendant is nice. Let's play Sacred Foundry and Descendant and pass. Yeah, because their tokens get better than us. So we want to trade off while we can. Yup, there it is. Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to trade Headliner for... maybe we were. Maybe we were supposed to do that in response. Because now we're taking 6. Yeah, that actually might have been a mistake. Maybe I was supposed to kill one of those with Headliner. They're only attacking for 3. Okay, I think we just take it. Okay, Dalkovan is good. So we can Dalkovan plus sack Headliner. We could play Descendant and then... Actually, you know, let's play Descendant and not Dalkovan. I don't think we need to, right? Because then we'll attack, we'll have 4 creatures. Yeah, this should work. So we Descendant. Now we attack. And we level it up with a counter. Let's see, because we're gonna have 3 extra creatures. And now we can sack to kill their 3/3. And we can push for a little bit. I mean, we're definitely like 0 cards to 4 cards, plus they have Encamp. Oh god. This is a beating. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to get out of hand quick. We're taking 6. I don't think we can block here. We're super dead because they can use Carrot Cake. Man, Anim Bakal. This is the right deck for Anim Bakal. Like, I think it'd be good in our deck too. Maybe we're supposed to be running Anim Bakal, but like it's so shockable, right? Let's see. Can we survive a turn? I don't really think so. Because this will go up. He's going to make 2 3/3s next turn. Plus all this other nonsense. We're at 5. He can sack this and make a 3/3. So if we push with Descendant and Encampment, we're just so dead. We don't have any life gain. I think we're just done. Man. Yeah, Dalkovan doesn't really help here. I think that's it. Whew. Well, it's a deck I haven't seen for a while. So unfortunately ended up going 2 and 3. Didn't quite break even, but I had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. And let's take a look at the stats here. All right, in the space of events, so this is not ladder play, just events, we're currently at 62% win rate. So it's 75% on the play and 52% on the draw. So obviously much better to be on the play. 23 wins and 14 losses. The most recent version of the deck, not great here, 40%. 100% win rate on the play and 25% on the draw. So yeah, that is... But, you know, there have been, I think like the previous version before that went 7 and 2, which had 4 copies of Kutzel's Flanker, which is really good against Graveyard Recursion. It's kind of all around good. It's good against like, you know, Boros, Mono Red, and at any rate, so I just found it to be like less interesting, and I think that like the advantages that we get from running the Sanguine Evangelist are just better than Kutzel's Flanker, but in like certain matchups, Flanker does do better. So, you know, do with that what you will. I think the current list, I really do think it is where I want it to be. Like the 23 land, it is pretty mana hungry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe go down to 22. I wouldn't go less than 22. I really like the Boros Charms. I think they're great. Yeah, I don't know like what you'd cut or move around, but there's a lot of options. So, anyways, let's go ahead and open the pack. See what we got. All right. Thanks guys for watching. We will see you in the next